And you guys talking about security now, some interesting reports coming out about President Trump's security and security lapses. And who better than Tom Fitton, head of Judicial Watch? Tom, fill us in, because I know you are quoted all over the place talking about how concerned you are for the president's safety. Fill us in, because this is a huge issue.
Well, I'm sure everyone's concerned about the president's safety. He was nearly killed twice. And then while he was president, he was at a D.C. restaurant, and the vice president was with him. Other senior officials, such as Marco Rubio and Pete Hegseth, were with him. And they walk into a restaurant into D.C. It was a big, they wanted to show that D.C. was safe. And they had these Code Pink protesters there who were within arm's length of them. And it was a very dangerous situation. The Secret Service didn't handle it well. They put him in harm's way, and frankly, when he was in harm's way, they didn't take the appropriate steps to protect him. And so we asked for records about it, and we got the stone wall from DHS and the Secret Service. So as we're wont to do, Judicial Watch is, we sued in federal court under FOIA for the records. And I'm just desperately concerned about the president's safety. And the Secret Service, in my view, is a mess. It's been a mess for years. And
how long ago was that meeting? It was about 6 months ago or something?
Yeah, it happened in September, and now it's December. And
have they made improvements since then? Did the president realize that happened? And there was some loose lips if somebody knew that the president was going to that restaurant.
Yeah, how did they know? I mean, there were literally knives on the table as these leftists, took out their banners and started yelling at the president.
I saw that. I remember. I was terrified, Tom, when it happened. I remember watching it. I think I was watching it live, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, they were right there.
And, of course, President Trump, being President Trump, walked right up to him, right?
Yes.
Exactly, Tom Fenn, Ed Cox here. Yeah, that's what every president wants to be with the people. And the Secret Service have to make sure it's safe every time it happens. And the part of that is controlling the president as well as taking care of the people.
Now, reportedly, the president and his top people were very angry about the event. They knew it was bad, and he had been put at risk.
Yeah, very dangerous.
Ed Cox has experience, by the way. He was married to Tricia Nixon, and Ed Cox was right next to President Nixon many times, for many years.
That's the way presidents are, Tom.
Yeah, and President Reagan, obviously, his staff wanted him to exit the Washington Hilton at a place that was that was closer to the public, and we know what happened there. But presidents go to restaurants often, right? And you have to manage that in a competent way. This was not managed competently.
Yeah, how did they know he was showing up there?
They knew he was going to be there.
What was it? Loose lips, sink ships.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, how did they? That is the big question. How do you know that he's going to show up there?
I still think there's more to those two attempted assassinations than we've been told.
Yeah, well, and also, John, to your point, I keep thinking about Butler. How could they not have that roof covered? And then why was the guy cremated? I mean, there's way too many questions there, Tom. And the fact you're not getting answers, that's shocking.
And we haven't gotten one record on the assassination attempt from the Secret Service or the FBI. Maybe I missed it, but there haven't been many hearings about the way the Secret Service has been run and their failures with respect to protecting the president. I'm not convinced that there's been I'm not convinced. I know there hasn't been reform sufficiently at the Secret Service. And if I were President Trump, I would have additional protection, whether it be private contractors, getting access people to provide extra support, or diplomatic.
I agree with you.
State Department. He can't have enough protection.
I agree with you 110%, because the country and the free world is dependent on him. He's the only one that has the testicles to keep the free world free.
Yeah, and the lawsuit is like a clarion call that we've got to pay attention to this issue. I mean, we're frustrated we're not getting the basic documents about what went on, but we want people to pay attention to it. It's an educational moment that the president's been put at risk as a result of a generally incompetent agency. And I don't say that lightly, but, 2 assassination attempts plus this third risky situation. Unacceptable. And someone's got to start saying something other than the president just yelling privately that he's been.
Tom, if anyone knows how to get documents, it's Judicial Watch, and you do. So
yeah,
congratulations on that.
Yeah, keep us posted, Tom.
Keep us posted.
Yeah, please.
You're welcome on WABC anytime you want. And we're now, WABC is the #1 station, AM station in the country.
So we got a big megaphone.
Well, that's great news.
Yeah, keep us posted,
and
Tom.
Happy New Year if we don't talk.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.